vlog. I'm going to try to do it faster because the last one was 22 minutes. 1, will you find out the gender? I want to. My husband doesn't want to. We'll see who wins. 2, will you use a pacifier? I don't know of any problems with that. I think you're supposed to take it away from them after they get teeth or something. Anyways, I'm planning on a lot of these things to refer to some reference books and my mother's judgment. Probably my mother's judgment most of all. She was a great mom. 3, do you have any nursery ideas? I guess the classical Winnie the Pooh, but I'm not planning on doing this whole shebang, wallpaper, um, fixing up the room kind of crap. Um, Kids won't remember that, so. um, are you the first, middle, last of friends to TTC? Um, I guess I'm the last. Nobody I know was trying to conceive, except for on YouTube. 5, will you get / use hand-me-downs? I will, yes, yes, I will. My husband, uh, I'm not sure how he feels about that. I think he's afraid of that, but I think it's a wonderful way to save money and prevent waste. How close in age would you like your children? I don't care. God can handle that. I'm just going to try to conceive probably 6 months after I have my first baby, or whenever I feel that the time and money is lined up. 7, will you make your own baby food? I don't really know how. I won't allow my kids to have a sugar diet. Diabetes really runs in our family, and with me having PCOS, my children, I'm sure will have a bigger chance of getting diabetes. So I don't think denying kids sugar really denies them anything, because they can still have candy that is sugar free. They can't have tons of it, but kids need to learn moderation anyways. 8, will you co-sleep? Yes, I'm good at sleeping with babies. I did it with my niece when she was 1.5, and every time she like breathed funny, I woke up. It wasn't disturbing in any way. It was just sort of like part of me woke up and heard her. Plus, I wake up every time I turn over, like my arm falls asleep or whatever, and that prompts me to turn over. I don't just toss and turn in my sleep. 9, will you use a stroller / believe in using a stroller? I love strollers, think they're cute. Totally gonna use them. They're really handy for, like, if you go to the zoo or something and you have all that crap to carry. Yeah, I also plan on using the wraps, because I think they're really nice to have your baby as close as possible. Um, they'll be independent soon enough. So the I bet the stroller is a great way to like cart 10 tons of crap everywhere, along with your baby. Or you could have a wrap on and use your stroller just for the crap. I think strollers are awesome. Really cute. 10, will you go back to work or stay at home? I'll be going back to work probably 3 weeks after having my baby, depending on how long it takes me to recover, if I have to have a C-section or whatever. Um, I think everything will be fine, and I'll probably go back after 3 weeks, but my husband will be staying at home. 11, after newborn infant, how long will you let child cry before going to them? I'm going to trust my instincts on that. We, as humans, have been here for millions of years, and with only really our instincts and our elders to guide us, and I'm going to trust my instincts. I think my mom believes in not picking them up. I'm not sure. I think she says it spoils them, but I haven't seen her ever not pick up a baby when they were crying. So I don't know. It's just going to be, if my instincts say, hey, that baby needs to sit there and cry for a minute, then they'll sit there and cry for a minute. If my instincts say, you're a horrible mom, get up and take care of your baby, then I will get up and take care of my baby. I think that'll lead me the right way. 12, how often will you bathe your child? I think it's a week, every week when they're babies. But either way, I'll just probably read a book or two and figure out what's the best. I think soap destroys your skin in certain ways. So, anyways, um, 13, will you do extended rear-facing car seat? I will have a rear-facing car seat. I don't know what the extended means. I'll have to look that up. 14, will you breastfeed? If so, how long? Yes, I'll breastfeed. It's really great for your kids. All the antibodies they get. It's cheaper. All that stuff. For how long? And like probably 2 years. That's what most things recommend is 2 years. So they can have that antibodies. First 2 years in life, I think, had the highest uh, mortality rates, except for like teenagers or something. You know, kids are just a lot more delicate, and I just want them to have as much protection as possible. Um, when will you introduce solids baby food? I'm gonna defer to my mother on that, and probably a book. I think it's like 3 months for baby food, just to start them out, and solids, it's, I don't know, once they get teeth or something. 16, do you want a boy or a girl first? I want a girl first because I want to be sure I have a girl. Um, but if I have boys, that's cool. Either way. Um, I always dreamed about having a girl, but maybe my girls will come to me in boy form. Who knows? Um, as long as they're healthy. 17, do you have names picked out? I have names picked out. My boyfriend, or my husband, does not. He does not like any names I come up with, and he says we cannot pick names until we have a pregnancy occurring, because that is, like, I don't know, gonna jinx it or something. And he said if the person doesn't exist yet, why name them? I feel like they exist already. They're just waiting for their time to be born, and maybe that's the difference. I like the name June. June Sayuga would be my preference. Sayuga means blue jay in Cherokee. So I don't know, but he doesn't like that. So I love the name Alan for a boy, and we did agree that we could have a middle name as Alan. Um, 18, how many kids do you want? I want two. We want two. I secretly want three, but I'm not going to force a man to have more kids than he wants. 19, will you homeschool? I would like to. I think it's probably better for kids as long as the parents are diligent and conscientious. But they would have to do some kind of socialization if we did that. I might just send them to school. You know, you really learn a lot of things in school. It's bad in some ways, it's good in some ways. Homeschool is bad in some ways, it's good in some ways. 20, home or hospital birth? Hospital birth, I just am afraid of any sort of complications. How much would it suck to get to that mark, you know, where you're finally going to have your baby and some crap happens? Just saying. Just, you know, and you're not at a hospital for them to try to fix it as much as possible. I just, oh, that gives me the chillies, willies, so it'll be in the hospital. Even though I think home birth will probably be a lot more calmer and neat, but hospital. 21, planned C-section, epidural, or natural birth? Natural birth. Natural birth. My birth. You know, millions of years, we've been doing this naturally. We're cool. We can do it. It's just fine. I don't think I know this sounds so stupid, but it's just the way I feel. I honestly think that people make the pain more because they're afraid of it. And I imagine it is very painful. I'm not saying it isn't, but I'm saying I think people make it intolerable because they're afraid of it and because they just think it's going to be the worst pain ever. I can imagine it's a pretty horrible pain, but I see people in pain every day, and they're the sweetest things ever. So um, I think I could do it. Natural. I don't even have a doubt. My husband doubts me, but I just don't even have a doubt. I spit on medicine. I spit on pain medicine. um, 22, will you drink while pregnant? No. My father died of alcoholism. I'm not going to predispose my children to any sort of alcohol whatsoever in their systems. They're already genetically predisposed to alcoholism and addiction. I'm just not interested. I don't drink. I hate drinking. 23, we'll use the cloth diaper or disposables. I think I'll use disposables, and this is the reason. Disposables are bad for the environment because they end up in landfills. Cloth diapers are bad for the environment because they cost extra water. So how, I could live in trash, but I can't live without water. That's just my thought. That's how I determined it. What can I live with or can't live with? Which one's more deadly to my existence? I think lack of water is. So disposables. That's it. Thank you guys.